Our big focus today will be on the feet, letting our feet muscles build a little bit of strength. This class that I'm leading, it could be done with a strap, but today I'm just going to lead it without. And so just know, like, if you're at home and you have a strap and you wanted to play with that, there's different things you could play with. But with our feet being the focus, I think of how as we're trying to reach our goals, as we're trying to achieve something in our life, it's like we have to take those baby steps to get us there. So think of ourselves strengthening our feet today as like a metaphorical baby step that we're taking to help us get closer to our goals, closer to maybe doing something awesome with our time today, or maybe just, working toward some awesome, huge achievements in our life. It's like the impossible things, maybe not impossible for anybody else, but impossible for us, and yet we're working to achieve it. And that's what makes our life worth living. That's what makes, the awesome stories that we can tell people, is by us taking those steps to just try things. So just imagine, metaphorically, that's happening for us, because every layer is connected. When we work on the physical, we're also working on the emotional, mental, spiritual, all the above. It's all fractal. They all impact one another. So with baby steps to lead us forward, let's start to take our knees into the chest. With a hand on each knee, let's first focus on the sacrum. A little bit of easy rocking. Good, and as we get into a good rhythm with this rocking, start to let the toes take nice little circles. This is kind of some of those first snap, crackle, pops that we're doing. And maybe if the toes are only ever circling one direction, start to circle the other direction. Good. Releasing the left leg, long to the ground. Keep a little bit of energy through that leg. This right knee gets pulled in nice and tight. Let the toes be as pointed as possible. Just a little bit of strength just by holding them there. And as leg starts to go up to the sky, we're getting that leg into a nice stretch. So find the clasp of the hands behind maybe thigh, behind calf. Find a good spot and set the leg up in that good stretch. And then from that position of the leg, wherever that is, let's start to take 10 cycles with our foot, trying to point the toes as much as possible. And then peel the toes toward you, and then flex the entire foot toward you. Good. Repeating 9. First ball of the foot, it's like pedal to the metal, and then the toes join. And then peel back the toes, and the ball of the foot comes toward us. Good. 8, ball of foot, then toes, and then toes peel back, ball of foot comes back. 7. 6. And 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Good. So then foot relaxed in kind of a neutral position. Start to bend this knee back in. Send the bent knee into a nice twist. All the way over to the left. Feel the foot in that relaxed position again. It's kind of crazy how much, kind of how intense it feels. Just doing 10 of those on the foot, on all those muscles. Unless you're consciously trying to strengthen it, like if you're doing ballet, you don't really focus on making the feet stronger and stronger. Good. As the hip starts to return back down to the ground, let's take this right ankle to the left thigh, getting our first hip stretch in. Give it that hug, pull it in nicely. Good. Start to release the right leg. When it goes down to the ground, keep it a little bit active. Pull this left. Good. And then the leg starts to straighten up to sky. Have the leg settle into a good stretch, whatever position that is. Whatever clasping of hands feels helpful. Good, and then leaving the leg in this spot. Let's take that 10 slow cycles. Ball of the foot goes like pedal to the metal. And then at the very end, the toes. Good. From there, toes peel back, and then the ball of the foot relaxes and peels back into the calf stretch. Good. Repeat. 9, push, and point, and toes, and ball of the foot. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Beautiful. So from here, let the knee bend, foot's in a nice neutral place. Let the knee take an easy twist, just kind of waking the rest of our body up. Okay, when hip goes back down, left ankle to right thigh, give it a hug. Enjoy one more good breath flowing through our body. As we start to release, take a moment with happy baby pose. Grabbing onto the feet, we're helping our hips continue to open. This can be with stillness. The stillness would just be pulling the knees to get closer and closer and closer to the ground. This can also be with gentle rocking. And letting the hips go left and then right. Straightening the leg up to the sky is another possible option. It's really up to you exactly where to take this. You're listening to your body, you're playing, being conscious and aware. Good. Inhale deep. Exhale, release. Let's roll like a ball 3 or 4 times. Looking at that spine, it's like, what would we like to do with this energy we have today? Good. When we're up, let's take a moment with cobbler pose. This can be a close pose. This can be further today. Listen to what your body wants at this point. Good. From here, as we sit up, let's take our right leg straight out in front of us. Take a moment to help the spine join the leg, so reaching up to sky. A huge inhale. Exhale, we're trying to get the fingers around the ball of the foot. And what we're going to do from here is similar to what we were doing on the ground. So helping that foot to strengthen. First, we push the ball of the foot into the hands. And then we point the toes. Good. Flex the toes back and peel back. This time we have hands, so when we peel back, use the hands to pull the ball of the foot into an even deeper calf stretch. Good. So ball of foot and then toes. This is 9. And toes and ball of foot. 8. Full range. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Good. Now find your foot in that neutral position. We'll let the spine relax, the hamstring stretch, just a couple more breaths. Beautiful. Rising up. Let's begin to switch the legs out. First, let our back join, straighten up tall, inhale. Exhale, stretch, hands. And once we're here, let's begin. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Foot neutral and relax even deeper. Rising up from here, balancing kind of like in a boat pose. We're gonna have the feet flexed at the bottom. You can grip on the, for me, heels is the easiest, but you can also grip around shins or whatever. From here, we'll start off with just one leg at a time, so flexed at the bottom, and then one leg points at the top. Good. Flex as you come back down. Flex to point. Good. We'll do at least one more with just one leg. If your body feels like you can maintain the balance, trying to get both legs, what we'll try to do is straighten both out and then point. And then flex back down. Good. Kind of fun little challenge. It's like it's not a challenge until right there at the end. Good. So maybe 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. As you plant the feet on the earth, bring hands behind you. We're going to lift our hips up, going to a nice high spot. Then from here, 10 times hills. Lift and lower. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When heels are down, little bonus for the triceps and the elbows, and straighten the elbows. Just 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Good work. Setting down, let's swing the legs around, coming to a nice kneeling position. Do a couple of our cat-cows. Those leg stretches, all that works. Sometimes the spine is impacted by it. A little bit of focus. Coming back to neutral, we'll plant our right foot at the back. We're taking a calf stretch. Just press all the way until that's really stretching for us. For a lot of people, that calf is a limiting factor in the foot and the mobility of the foot. The calf gets really strong and inflexible. That foot can barely point or flex at all. Good. Let's switch it out until we have the left foot back, pressing into that calf. Beautiful. Lowering to both knees. Let's take a toe stretch. So both sets of toes. Try to get all 10 toes tucked. And start to settle a little bit of weight back into the hips. If your body can tolerate coming all the way up, that is an option. stretching the posture of the foot right now. Know that if it starts to get intense before I come out of it, you can inch forward. That'll take some of your weight off your foot. So if you're still doing okay, let's try to be here a few more breaths. Three more cycles if our feet are still up. For all three, you can either circle the toes or count the feet, whatever feels better. Good. Pointing the toes, we'll take the other half of the feet into the stretch. So sit back onto the pointed toes, and then right hand picks up the right knee until you're stretching through that front of the foot. If it feels like it's jamming both into one another, you'll lean even further over to the left to take some weight off the bones. Good. Drop right down, pick up the left until you feel the front of the foot stretched. And exhale, gentle lower. Let's take it up into downward facing dog with easy movements. Since this is our first one, this will be one where we stay just however long feels helpful until we're ready to make our way up to the top. From this position, what we're going to do is try to get our hands to step, our feet to step on the fingers. So it's almost like adding a little wedge to the foot, so that then when we try to straighten the legs in this forward fold, our calves are joining the party just a bit more than they normally. Elbows want to bend to pull you a bit closer, that's fine also. Good, one more inhale. Exhale. Free up the hands. And we'll start to rise all the way up. A little arch back. Hands to the heart. So we're gonna lift our heels up, trying to balance. So hands can be whatever balancing position we want to take. Good, if you're still doing good, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful, release down, shift your weight into left foot. And from there, trying to keep the posture upright and tall. Take the hands around this right knee and try to pull that right knee as close as you can in toward that shoulder. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Right foot finds the earth. Right away, shift into it. Same thing, posture upright. Look around this left knee. And try to get it closer and closer and closer to that shoulder. Good. Taking another inhale. Exhale, foot down. Inhale, circle arms up to sky. Forward fold. Inhale, half split. Exhale, hands down to the ground, right foot only, lunges back. Drop that knee down. We're sinking our hips forward as deep as they'll go. Either keep hands on the ground or start to circle, hands up to the sky. Good. Inhale. And exhale, straighten the front leg, drop the hands down. With the leg in this position, we're gonna go another 10 of them. So let wall of the foot and then peel the toes back and flex. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And choose your favorite spot. So if you're loving the calf stretch, keep the toes flexed up as much as possible. Otherwise, more of a foot stretch is pointed. So you choose, and we're taking a couple more breaths. Beautiful. Stepping this leg back, child pose, down dog, or maybe that flow. You've got the hips set up in a really high place. You've got the legs straightened out. Maybe then we try to drop heels a little closer to the ground, helping to stretch those calves. We'll take another good inhale. Exhale. And we'll start to make our way up to the top. A moment trying to step on our hands. Straighten the legs. Pull yourself down by bending the elbows out to the sides. Good. Free out the hands. Inhale. Exhale, see if there's a deeper release. Inhale, rise. Hands to heart or a balance shape, whatever that is. Gonna lift back up on heels. Practice there the balance. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower, shift weight into our left hip. Take the right knee in, posture stays tall. That's okay. Grab it and drop it down. Second side, posture up, tuck it in. Try to get that knee closer and closer and closer. Good. Lowering it down. Start to sit the hips back. Hands can be whatever that balance spot is for you. Heart, open, whatever. And try to lift up the heels and stay in balance. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the heels down. Straighten the legs, sweep the arms up. Maybe back bend. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands drop down, left foot slides back. Drop the knee to earth. deep lunge shape going on. Maybe hands stay on the earth. Maybe we rise up a bit higher, even sweeping arms up, your choice. Good. One more inhale. And exhale, start to straighten, drop the hands down. Push ball up the foot, pedal to metal, and then point the toes. Go back and back. Let's repeat 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Choose your favorite spot, pause a few bonus breaths. We're going to step this leg back. Your choice, child pose, down dog, or the flow. Once again, focus on the shape of it. Hips going as high as physically possible. And then legs straightening. And then heels trying to get closer down. Enjoying that nice calf stretch from the shape. Inhale. Exhale, let's ease our way back up. Hands under feet for a moment. Try to pull down. Good. Free it out. And use the next inhale to rise. And your little back bend. Good. Hands at heart or a different balance shape. Here we're going to go 10 cycles. First, we lift the heels up from this straight leg spot. And heels down. Bending into that chair, heels up and down. Straight legs, 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Good. Give the feet a chance to circle around for a moment. Even sometimes I'll flip and kind of push into a nice little stretch. Good. When the feet are good, posture up tall. Let's try to hug this right knee in. You can stay, or you can take the first 2 fingers to hug around the big toe. Posture still up tall as we start to kick the leg out in front.
It's okay, I'm used to it.
Good, and drop. Second side, start with the knee. And big toe. Good. And this time going wide, so knee. Big toe. And then as we start to go wide, I want us first to kind of lean forward so it like sits your butt back. And then feel your hips scooping under to kind of rotate that thigh back up. Good. Good. Good, come forward, drop down. One more side, the left knee.
It's not like this really profound.
It is. Makes a difference. Good, toe. Wide. Scoop your hips back for a second. And then hips scoop under so that our legs are rotated open. That's it in a good spot. Good. Forward. And drop. You're okay, you're okay. Good. Just one moment, muscularly straight right. Sweep under and through. Warrior 3. Land. Warrior 1. For the last little second of strengthening for the feet. So front heel up and down. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Open up warrior 2. Feel that front foot relax down as we take extended side angle, elbow rests. Top arm continues to lean forward. And warrior 2. Front heel, 10 more times. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Rotate up into goddess. Hands to inner thighs. Just press the inner thighs open. I kind of let my spine go forward and I lock my arms into the legs to kind of get those hips pushed down. Good. And toes turn forward. Let's drop down to the floor with hands. Choose your favorite arm position. Knees, let's roll our way up. Front toes turn forward. You then kind of start to square your hips forward. I'll take a standing split, so hands up to sky. In the fingers for the floor, back leg floats. Sometimes fingers can get closer and closer and closer, or maybe even wrap around the calf. Good, nice inhale. Exhale, everything relaxes. Just enjoy a couple of breaths forward fold. Rise. We're kicking our left leg out straight in front. And sweep it under and through, warrior 3. Land, warrior 1. Almost there. This one we've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. And we've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, just let it relax, extended side angle. Up. Open to that goddess, press the hips open. Toes turning forward. Just enjoy a good release down. Bending the knees, roll up. Start to shift the front toes and even the hips forward. Pull the arms up. And let's aim for that last standing split. Maybe hands walk closer. Maybe one or both hands from ankle calf area. Good, nice inhale. Exhale, drop. Relax the spine. Starting to roll our way up. We'll take the big toes to touch. Feel slightly separated, inner thighs can squeeze together. And we're gonna try to lower from a straight spine all the way down into a toe squat. So if you need to drop hands down, that's an okay variation. But we try to bend the knees and as the glutes go down to the heels, we're getting ourselves pretty much to sit in this balanced spot. Keep the inner thighs squeezing together, that's what keeps us here. Let's try to balance another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. As the hands drop down, take a moment to walk the feet a little bit apart. So that way, as we let the knees go wide, we can kind of round our spine forward. Just a little bit of a hip stretch as we sink our hips back and our hands walk forward to counterbalance that weight. Sometimes people will even kind of start to wrap the hands around underneath, but it's only if balance is there. Good. One hand comes in front of us, one hand behind us. Lower it gently down to sit. Straight legs out in front. Lower all the way down onto our back. Similar to what we were doing while we were standing, keep some energy on the left side. As this right knee comes into the chest one more time, try to pull that right knee as deep as it can into the shoulder. From here, heading into our last straight leg stretch, you can either grab 2 fingers around big toe, let that leg start to straighten out in front of you, or if there's any other variation, hands on calves, hands behind thigh that you prefer, that's absolutely fine. Moment with control as the leg goes wide, left hip doesn't shift at all. And leg returns back up. Bend the knee once you're up. And take a nice little twist, this knee heading over to the left. And hip down, straight leg up to sky, muscularly holding it there. And lower the leg all the way down to the floor. Once it's there, that becomes the solid side. Left knee comes in, hug around the knee, pull it as close as you can to that shoulder. Some energy on this right side so that the right knee doesn't just float off the ground. Good, hand to big toe. If you can reach or choose another position, starting to straighten this left leg up to sky. Goes wide. Right hip doesn't lift at all. And leg lifts back up. Once it's there, bend the knee. Send it into a nice little twist. A good inhale. Exhale, release back out. I'll give you another minute or so to do any last stretches. Maybe a plow pose or maybe something else, just any last things the body wants. So we're kind of starting to wrap up our practice today. Deep breaths guide us into Shavasana. We begin to deepen our inhales. And our exhales. Using little movements back to fingers and toes. And a wrist. The body out like we're waking up first morning. Enjoying a nice fetal position. No rush to get up. Enjoy a few bonus breaths, 4, 5, 6, however feels appropriate. Come to the heart. We allow ourselves to connect back to those baby steps. And we kind of listen to this intuitive guidance. What's the next natural step for me to take? Whether it's toward just a fun thing we want to do today, or maybe toward one of our impossible goals that we're striving for. Just listen, what is that knowing? Yes, that's the next step to take. With that type of knowing in place to help lead us on, let's wrap up the time we got to share together today with the sound of Om. Deep inhale now. Om. May we be filled with light, happiness, and peace. Namaste.
Yes.
You're welcome. Oh, I know, right? Happy Saturday.
I don't know, I'll never go back to ballet class at my age. So helpful, I don't think I will, but I feel like I could, thanks to you.
Oh, good,
It
good.
makes me really slimmer. I'm not quite as strong as I was, of course, but
Because that's like jumps and leaps and hops and all the things, yeah.
But still, that would come when we get to a certain, but well, not even who knows,
Yeah.
what age she's like from you, but I definitely feel probably looser than I've been in a long time. Like my body started to relax in more ways, and that's wonderful.
That's huge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a great thing.
Most people live in just tension all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I certainly did as a young person.
Yeah. It's kind of the natural in our world.
Yes.
Just kind of aim toward that. Oh yeah.